Hello everyone, that's tuning into the second update for the festivals that are going to be coming up over the late spring bank holiday weekend. So I'll just go through the list again. We did the first update a couple of nights ago. I think that was Monday night. So we've got the Bearded Fairy Festival coming up between the 24th and the 28th. We've got BBC Biggest Weekend coming up between 25th and 28th. Of the month, and also got Liverpool Tall Ships River Festival. That's coming up between the 25th and 28th of May as well as that, of course. It's the late spring bank holiday weekend, and we did the second update specifically for the late spring bank holiday weekend last night. The next update about Update 3 will be tomorrow evening, but it's all covering the same time frame, really. So I'm going to talk you through, we're going to start off on Thursday. I'm going to go through to Bank Holiday Monday, so quite an extended run of stuff going on over this weekend. Just say that if you enjoy the video, then please subscribe to the channel and also press like so you can see that you're enjoying the content. So we begin on Thursday, the 24th of May, which is day one of the Bearded Fairy Festival, and that is at Swadlincote in Derby. So we find that we've got a ridge of high pressure to our southwest. That's the Azores High ridging towards us. There is a bit of a trough though up to the north. It's a little bit of a fly in the ointment in what is otherwise a fairly settled looking scenario. Upper air temperatures are pleasantly warm, and there's a lot of cloud coming in on Thursday, 24th of May, so quite cloudy for Bearded Fairy. A few light showery bursts could be possible, but actually it's east going for a lot of dry weather across England and Wales. The rain is further north up across Scotland. And it's pleasantly warm as well. Bear in mind there's a lot of cloud associated with this system that's up to the north of the country for Thursday 24th. But still temperatures are into the mid to upper teens. So at Swadlincote could well be up to around 17, 18, possibly 19 degrees, which really will be pleasantly warm. Maybe even a little bit humid given quite a lot of cloud. Then we go through to Friday the 25th of May, and this is day two of the Bearded Fairy Festival. There's also BBC Biggest Weekend. That will be day one of that. That'll be in Belfast, Perth, Scotland, Swansea, Wales and Coventry in the Midlands. So for different venues for that event. And then also the Liverpool Tall Ships River Festival. That will be day one of that event as well on Friday the 25th of May. Of course that will be in Liverpool on the Mersey, I would have thought. So we find a ridge of high pressure building up from the Azores High on Friday the 25th. Nice extension building in across the country. Upper air temperatures are looking really quite warm. Still a fair amount of cloud coming in with this southwesterly flow, but actually for England and Wales it is probably brightening up. It's a mainly dry day as well. There's a little bit of showery rain across the far northwest of Scotland, but otherwise it's essentially dry. And the temperatures across the country for these events. So in Scotland, a little bit on the cool side, perhaps in Perth, around 13 or 14 degrees. Similar in Belfast, but down in Liverpool, we might be up to around 15 or 16. Swansea could well be at 17 or 18, and then through Coventry and up to Swadlincote in the Midlands, could well be seeing temperatures there into the upper teens Celsius, maybe even get around 20 degrees, depending on how much sunshine comes through. But again, the main thing is that it is another dry day, and this dry weather continues into Saturday 26th of May, with this area of high pressure over the country again, another extension from the Azores High. So this will be day 3 of Bearded Fairy. It will be day 2 of BBC Biggest Weekend, and it will be day 2 of Liverpool Tall Ships. So it looks set there. High pressure's dominating. Upper air temperatures are warm. And there's lots of sunshine coming through across England and Wales, where we've got this white mottled area to the north. That's where there's more cloud for Scotland and Northern Ireland, but for England and Wales, plenty of really warm sunshine coming through. A little bit of showery rain up across Scotland. Otherwise, again, it's a mostly dry day, and look at those temperatures. So for Scotland in Perth, we've seen temperatures there quite cool at around 12 to 14, and it looks cool for Belfast as well, just 9 or 10. But down across Liverpool, you're seeing temperatures going up to possibly 19 or 20, and then coming down to Swansea, 19, 20 is achievable, through to Coventry and Swadlincote. Then I think we'll be seeing temperatures going up to around 21 or 22. 22 is 72 Fahrenheit and will feel very warm in the strong May sunshine. The high pressure test continues into Sunday. These are very classic charts, really, for this upcoming bank holiday weekend. The ridge continues to be extending in across the country from the Azores. Upper air temperatures are lowering a bit to the north, though. Still warm in the south, but it is cooling off up across the north. There's a lot of sunshine coming through as well, especially across southern and eastern parts of the country. There's a band of cloud and patchy rain moving south from Scotland and Northern Ireland into northern England, but essentially, again, a lot of dry weather. That front, it is a cold front, and it's running into high pressure, so it's dying a death as it's coming southwards, and no real concern for precipitation at that point. Temperatures in the south still nice and warm, around 17 to 21 through Swansea, Coventry, and possibly going up towards Swadlincote. We'd still be hanging on to temperatures there around 16 or 17. Further north, it's a bit cooler, though. So, around Liverpool, probably only 13 or 14. Belfast, around 10 or 11. And Perth, I suspect there, around 11 or 12 degrees. And then finally we go through to Bank Holiday Monday itself. So this will be the final day of all of these events. The final day of Bearded Theory, the final day of the BBC Biggest Weekend, and the final day of the Liverpool Tall Ships. So this starts looking a little bit more unsettled then. The high pressure is just beginning to edge out to our west. We're starting to bring down a front from the northwest. And because high pressure is sort of pulling out away from us, this front would be a little bit more active. So the upper air temperatures are cooling, particularly so to the northern part of the country. There's a little bit more cloud around as well, because low pressure is beginning to develop close to the country, so that's producing more cloud. And there's a little bit more rain as well. So there's a band of quite heavy rain moving in towards Scotland, and a few showers breaking out elsewhere. That said, there's a lot of dry weather to be had, and the temperatures. So for Scotland, in Perth, you'll be seeing temperatures there of around 12 to 14. In Belfast, again, around 12 to 14 degrees. Down in Liverpool, 14 to 16 is possible. Swansea could be up to 17. Coventry, probably getting more or less the highest temperature, around 18 or 19, and then up to Swadlincote, probably down to around 13 to 15. Not too bad at all, but a little bit cooler and just a little bit more unsettled, a little bit more showery, if you like, by Bank Holiday Monday. That's a very, very long way off, though. It's 288 hours away. It's in the extended and unreliable time frame of the model, so there's absolutely no guarantee that it would come out like that. And essentially, this is a very, very good update, because I'm sure as we've gone along, if you've got an interest in these events, or if you're just watching to see what may happen during the Bank Holiday weekend, as we've gone along day by day, you have noticed there is pretty much no rain from start to finish for vast parts of this country. And whilst it's a little bit more unsettled on the Thursday, and then it's a little bit more unsettled on the Bank Holiday Monday, overall, I mean, considering the kind of bank holiday weekends we tend to get in this country, this is another pretty classic update. So, update 2 for these events looks very, very good. Hopefully, if this is maintained, and I don't see any reason why it shouldn't be maintained, if this is maintained, you hopefully won't need to take your waterproofs to these events. But of course, we have got a few more updates still to do. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press like on the video if you enjoy this content. But that's all for now, and thanks for watching.